It's Madden NFL 23. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Barons and the Steelers coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Steel Capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Brooklyn Barons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, our visitors, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run. This is Holmes. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact brought the ball through. It's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 13 carries, 59 yards down.
Oh, that's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Off the play fake, Donaldson. He finds his man complete. That's Burgess. And he will have the Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Off play action. Donaldson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Throwing on first down. Donaldson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Harris running straight ahead. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Donaldson
finds his man. It's John Mechie.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Donaldson able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Donaldson, he finds his man complete. That's Rhodes.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Donaldson.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They hand this off to Harris, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Back to throw. Donaldson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Here's Holmes. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really put their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, Donaldson. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. Donaldson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate. But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways, what you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Now making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They'll run with Holmes.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he's going to be brought down. back at his own 6-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the carry, it's Holmes.
Able to slither by. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Mayfield on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And finding the tight end Hooper. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield
to the right side and complete to Atwell.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A run now with Holmes.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt. He does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the 3rd drive's the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to...
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Holmes. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Holmes. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Mayfield to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Down 2 scores already. I don't think these guys will be too enthralled with the notion of settling for 3 here. Very nice job of execution on 3rd down. Able to keep the drive moving.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Holmes. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On 2nd down, it's Holmes. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. Donaldson. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Harris on the draw. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the gun on 3rd down. Donaldson.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, and have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a handoff up the middle. Holmes, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Mayfield. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. Cam Akers, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Next, we'll stay in the NFC South as we head back here to Florida. Check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots.
Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half, and they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it, or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? And meanwhile, for the Steelers, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Donaldson. Open man. That's the tight end Freiermuth. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They run with Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Donaldson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Rhodes. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on third down. Donaldson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Holmes fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Free kick out of bounds.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the draw, it's Harris. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Donaldson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, Donaldson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Here's Mayfield.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Holmes. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Holmes, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. On 3rd down, Holmes, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out come the Steelers. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. It's brought in by Harris. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. They run with Harris, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. On On second down, this is Harris.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
From the gun on third down, Donaldson.
That's reeled in by Claypool. What a catch.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Donaldson got his man complete over the middle. It's Rhodes.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
3 yards remain for second down.
Back to throw. Donaldson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Quinnen Williams
Able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. Donaldson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Quinnen Williams
drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Steelers send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll run. This is Holmes. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Donaldson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Take it at the 37. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield.
This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Holmes. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mayfield. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Barons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
Here comes Chase Claypool and the Steeler offense. Helmets back on and ready to go.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Looking to throw on second down. Donaldson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on third down. Donaldson flushed out right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down. He was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Harris running straight ahead.
And he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. From the gun on third down, Donaldson. And this is going to be incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. On second down, Mayfield again. Holmes has got it complete. And down he'll go at the 25. The offense on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Holmes. Well, he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
That was a big time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. To throw on second down, Donaldson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Donaldson. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Mayfield on play action. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Donaldson. And it's incomplete.
Pat Freiermuth, the intended target.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Donaldson. He gets it complete to Harris.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Eluding the pressure right.
Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on 1st down. Donaldson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw. Donaldson. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Holmes, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on 1st down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Holmes fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder.
Throwing, Mayfield.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Yeah, this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run again with Harris.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They hand this off to Harris.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Harris. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Looking to throw. Donaldson. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Steelers' 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you can hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Pittsburgh, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.